Okay, everybody, let's talk about the first part of our lesson for today. We're talking about New Moon, which is the title of this book we're talking about. But if we're also talking about a new moon, that's when the moon is totally black, when you can't see it. Okay, a full moon is what you see on Mid-Autumn Festival, but 15 days before that, it will be a new moon. And moons have to do with vampires, don't they?
They do. I read that the author called this book New Moon because it's a really dark time of the month. And I think there are some dark or sort of sad and serious events or things that take place in this book. So we're going to talk about that. Now, we have two really important characters. They're the main characters. There is Bella and Edward. And at the end of the first book, they know that they're in love with each other, but we know Edward is a vampire and Bella is a human, so they have to separate. They can't get married. They can't have kids. It's kind of a bad situation.
Right, and just in case you don't know what a vampire is, it's a monster that sucks blood.
Yeah, they have those long teeth we call fangs, and they bite into your neck and suck your blood.
Okay, so we're kind of summarizing what's happening in this story. We have the main character, Bella Swan, and she's gazing around the room at the eyes watching her. So she must be in a room and lots of people are watching her. So she's gazing at them. She's wondering what they're doing.
Yeah, they're there together. She's with the Cullen family. The Cullens are who Edward belongs to. So he's a Cullen, Edward Cullens. So that family is there. Of course, they're all vampires. And she's with them, and she feels very comfortable. She's happy to be with them. They all know that Bella knows that they're vampires, so that's not a secret, right? Now, she thinks that being with the Cullens is the perfect way to celebrate her birthday. So we find out in this sentence, they're celebrating her birthday. Now, when something's perfect, it's as good as it possibly can be. It suits the situation just perfectly. It's just right. Well, she feels like this is the best or perfect way to celebrate her birthday.
And of course, you know that here in Taipei, the weather is a little bit too wet. And down in Kaohsiung, it's a bit too hot, but the weather in Taichung is perfect. And here, she's talking about the perfect way to celebrate her 18th birthday. And when you celebrate something, you have a party to recognize that something good happened. You will celebrate somebody graduating from university, for example, or you will celebrate someone's birthday. Well, here, celebrate is our power word for today. Let's take a closer look.
Word Power.
Hello and welcome to Word Power. Today's word is celebrate. Today we read that Bella was celebrating her birthday with the Cullens. Celebrate is a verb that means to have a special party or event because of something good that happens. We often celebrate things like birthdays, holidays, or other similar events. For example, every year, most families in Taiwan celebrate the Spring Festival by having dinner together. The noun form of celebrate is celebration. This means the act of having a party or a happy event for a particular reason. For instance, Kim will be having a big celebration the night she gets married. That's all the time we have for Word Power. Thanks for listening.
Well, they're all together at the Cullens' house, and they're celebrating right now, and she feels really happy. She looks up at Edward and smiles. Remember, she's in love with him, so anytime she looks at him, she's happy. Now, she's in love, and it didn't matter to her that they were vampires. Now remember, a vampire isn't real, people. They're fictional, which means someone created them. They're imaginary. So they are vampires in this book, though, and she is a human. Now, nothing mattered here, to her at least, except that they were together. She's sort of pretending that there aren't problems. She's ignoring everything else. She's just happy that they're together.
That's right. So except talks about an exception, okay? So I could say last week the weather was fine except for Saturday. That was the only day when it rained and we couldn't go out and have fun. So here nothing mattered except that she was together with Edward. That was the most important thing to her.
Yeah, well, what do you do at a birthday party? You open presents if it's your birthday. And that's what Alice, who is Edward's sister, wants to do. She calls this out. Open your presents. To call out just means you say it in sort of a louder voice. Well, Bella tore open the first gift. Tore is the past tense of to tear. If you tear something, you rip it or pull it into pieces. I'm going to rip this page and tear it, like that. You rip it, and what you have to do is you have to tear the wrapping paper off a gift before you can see what's inside.
Now, she was so excited about opening this present that she accidentally cut her finger with the wrapping paper. A present or a gift is wrapped with what is called wrapping paper, and sometimes the paper might kind of cut into your skin a little bit. I think it's happened to all of us. And she starts bleeding, and that means there's some blood there, and because there are vampires there, there could be trouble. We will find out if there is trouble in just a couple of seconds, but right now we're going to listen to our Chinese teacher.